Hi XDA, this is Super Sport. I've seen some posts where people said they're having issues getting Kies to update the firmware on their Samsung Galaxy S6, or in my case S6 Edge. I just wanted to walk through the process just to show you how it works. So I started up Kies. I've got my phone connected to the USB cable, and it's just in regular mode. If your device isn't working, you might want to put your phone into download mode at this point. But in my case, my phone was booting, so I went ahead and did this. Now the reason you might want to do this is, in my case also, I rooted my phone and I started deleting some of my system files because I wanted to get it closer to AOSP. Of course, in the process, I kind of, botched it. So anyways, my phone didn't work the way I wanted it, and I wanted to go back to my stock firmware, which, by the way, I'm very happy I did because it's running awesome right now. So anyways, first thing you'll get is this unsupported device alert. Go ahead and confirm. Just get it out of the way. Then we're going to go up to Tools, Firmware Upgrade and Initialization. At this point, you got to put in the model name. In my case, it is the SM-G925T. Now this is the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. The S6 uses a little different number. I don't remember, but I think it's 920T or something like that. So anyways, this is the T-Mobile version too, which is why the T. So I'm going to go ahead and say OK. And now they want the serial number. Now the serial number you can find either in the phone, if you can boot into the phone, under the settings, about device, and then status. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the thing that says serial number. I'm going to go ahead and type it in now. I'm going to blur it because I don't know if that's a security issue for me, so I'll go ahead and blur it. But it starts out with an R58G31D1 and some letters at the end. I'm going to go ahead and say OK. And if I typed that all correctly, it's going to say this: firmware upgrade and initialization. This device can be initialized to its original settings. Now, not only is it going to delete everything on it, but it's actually literally going to download the firmware for me and reinstall the firmware. So unlike just doing a restore, which I did try a factory restore, it did not bring back all those files I had deleted on accident. It also did not remove my root. This process does do that. It removes root and puts all your files back on as if you had just bought it. And I think in my case it might even have changed something because it seems to run a lot better now than it did when I first got it. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and say OK to proceed. Now it's letting me know what it's going to grab. I'm going to say OK again. Preparing the phone. This does take just a moment. It's gathering, I'm assuming it's gathering all the information for that specific device that I typed in. Now you need to go ahead and accept the user account control. It's the admin delegator for the Samsung software. Make sure you approve that. And again, there's some lengthy pauses here, and I apologize, but I'm going to let it go live so that you can see how long it should take. Now, I am running a fairly fast computer, and I do have a fast internet connection, so if it takes a little longer on your system, don't stress over it. Just give it a moment. Of course, if you go like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe there's an issue. Okay, so at this point, they want me to put my phone into recovery mode. Since I've already got my phone working, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and hit Start Upgrade. But if you were going to do it, you don't need to unplug your phone and pull the battery, of course, because you can't get the battery out. But what I do is I press the Start button and hold it until you get the shutdown menu. I go ahead and shut down the phone. As soon as the phone shuts down, I feel it vibrate and the T-Mobile logo disappears. I go ahead and press and hold the power, the volume down, and the home button, and just wait. And eventually it will come up into the recovery mode, the download mode. And then you'll have to press the up button to continue. So I'm going to go ahead and click Start Upgrade, and what you're going to see is it's getting ready to download the firmware, and then it will start downloading the firmware. Now the firmware download, I'm not going to sit here and wait for the whole thing to happen because it does take about 20 minutes on my computer, but as you can see, it's starting. So I'll be back here in a moment once that's complete. Okay, so we're just about done here. If I remember correctly, when it gets to about 85%, it kind of pauses and then it jumps ahead real fast. So again, we'll confirm we earlier put our phone into download mode by holding the power button, the volume down button, and the home button all at the same time. It started into download mode. It wanted you to press the up button to confirm you wanted to continue. We did that. The phone is plugged into the USB cable, and the USB cable is plugged into the computer. As long as you've gotten to that point, we should be here. And here in a moment, it will start downloading the software to the phone. And in my case, I've already done this, and I've got my phone running the way I want it, so I'm not going to let it do that process. But what will happen is basically like using Odin. Your phone's going to show you the progress bar going across. Once it's complete, your phone will reboot back into the freshly installed Galaxy firmware, and you'll be complete. Okay, we're at 100%. And again, at this point, if my phone was in download mode, which again it's not, that progress bar would start moving, and the progress bar on your phone would start moving. And again, it just goes through on its own. It just finishes up and reboots your phone, and you're all set. So I hope this video helped. If you have any questions or have any issues, let me know, and I'll see if I can try and answer them for you. Thanks a lot, and you guys have a great day.